we have nearly 6 full double chests of hose. I think I officially have more hose than any other Minecraft YouTuber. We have now become invincible in our hardcore Minecraft world. Well, not entirely invincible, but mostly. Thanks to our brand new super amazing raid farm, we now have more totems of undying than we could ever need in our world. And so, I want to test our invincibility by taking on the hardest challenge I have ever attempted in Minecraft. A while back, I did a video where I raided 100 end cities. This video took a long time and it was pretty difficult to pull off, but it wasn't impossible. Today, I think we should try one-upping ourselves by raiding 100 ancient cities. We will go straight into the heart of where the wardens live and take all of their precious loot. Now, one of the main benefits of doing this is that ancient cities actually give a ton of enchanted golden apples. I've been streaming on Twitch a lot. I have a separate hardcore worlds over there, and we found that on average, the average ancient city gives me about 4 to 5 enchanted golden apples. So, how many golden apples will we get if we raid 100 ancient cities? Not just the golden apples, but what other sorts of crazy riches will we get from doing this? Now, I don't want to be stupid about this. I want to play it safe, so let's get as prepared as possible. I think the first step of preparation is making sure we have a lot of firework rockets. Ancient cities are usually a couple hundred, if not a couple thousand blocks in between each other, so I want to make sure I'm stocked up. Here's our current shulker box of firework rockets, but I think we should make a bit more. Let's go to our firework rocket farm and see what kind of magic we can make happen. I'm curious. I want to see your predictions down below in the comments section. How many enchanted golden apples do you guys think we can acquire from raiding 100 ancient cities? Given we aren't gonna be killed by the warden. This is actually going to be super dangerous because if you didn't know, the warden can actually kill you pretty easily. One of the warden's attacks completely ignores your armor and can kill you in pretty much an instant. Clear some of my inventory space here. Okay, you know what? For now, I'm gonna put materials to make more rockets in this chest, and we're just gonna take all these rockets with me. I can always come back here if I need more. But a full inventory full of rockets should be a good start. I really just don't know how many rockets we're gonna need. When we raided 100 end cities, I used about an entire shulker box full of firework rockets. But I assume we're probably gonna need more for 100 ancient cities. Let's load these up. Okay, so we'll take that. We have a full shulker of totems. Now, only a few of my items are in these chests. Most of my items are in chests scattered throughout the zoo, right over here or in the village. I still haven't really organized everything yet. Okay, so let's take this crafting table and make one more shulker box dedicated to firework rockets. I like to color coordinate them like this, just so you know easily when you go in your ender chest which shulker box is which. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you do know that I am severely colorblind. But as long as I don't make colors that are too similar, I can still tell which one's which. Now, another thing I want to bring with me is just like a ton of chests. I have no idea how much loot we're going to get, and so I want to make sure we have enough chests to hold all of it. Now, if you don't know, ancient cities typically only spawn underneath giant mountainous regions like this right in front of us. And so that means we often will have to travel thousands of blocks in between ancient cities. And so what I actually want to bring with me is a decent amount of obsidian so we can build some nether portals. Using nether highways is a much more efficient way to travel thousands of blocks. Basically, for every block you travel in the nether, it's actually 8 blocks in the overworld. So you can travel 8 times as fast just by going into the nether. Okay, I have just about 10 obsidian from that portal. Let's go in the nether because I know there's some other portals inside of here from different portals I've made elsewhere in the world, and we can just break those to collect obsidian. While we're doing this, I do want to mention that I want to give this world a unique name, and so if you have any fun name suggestions, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to check them all out. Okay, this combined with all of the obsidian we have in our chests should definitely be enough. You dare challenge me? Yeah, that's what you get, buddy. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna bring this with me. I do have the Swift Sneak enchantment on my leggings, which we got last episode, so we can sneak swiftly. But we should definitely use carpet blocks to dull the sound we make while walking, just in case we need it. I don't know if we'll use it too frequently, but you know what? It can't hurt to bring it with us. Since we're gonna be running away from potentially thousands of wardens, I want to make sure we are accurately prepared for this. I think with that, we should be pretty prepared to take on this challenge. I guess if I need anything else, I can get it later. Now, here's how we're actually going to do this. It would be nearly impossible for me just to find 100 ancient cities by chance. So what we're going to do is use a third-party program called Chunkbase. Basically, Chunkbase allows you to search for things in your world by typing in your seed, and it shows you where different structures are. Ancient cities usually spawn underneath giant snowy mountains like this, so maybe we'll be able to find our first one pretty easily. Using this program will allow me to pretty much search for just ancient cities and find out where they are pretty dang easily. Also, when searching for ancient cities, you have to go pretty low because they spawn at about Y level -50. Any junk I acquire, like mob loot or blocks from breaking things, I'm not going to count in my total loot counter. Oh, well, we have a mine shaft. That's not quite what we want. Well, I don't think we have an ancient city here, folks. Okay, so if I did everything correctly, there should be an ancient city right underneath this snowy mountain right here. This mountain was right next to the one we were already at. So, I just was a little bit off. Oh, whoa, what's going on? Don't kill me, please, please. Okay, we're safe. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? I don't know. I think we're inside of an ancient city. So, here's my basic plan for this episode. Now that we are fully prepared, we are going to raid 100 ancient cities and collect most, probably all, of the loot we find within it. By loot, I mean the loot within the chests, but I will also try to loot any other rare items we find nearby. For example, there are some structures in ancient cities that hold skeleton skulls, and that's a pretty rare item, so I'd like to collect that for myself. So let's get our ender chest out and grab our loot shulker boxes. And it's all just going to be randomly collected for now. I'm not going to organize it in the shulker boxes right away, but in the future, when we put everything in the chests, I do want to organize it. Okay. Here's where we have to be quiet. Now, opening this will trigger, right? Yes. Okay, I think I need to give myself a clear inventory between each chest opening. So I'm probably going to have to just open a shulker box right in between every time I open a chest. Oh, warden will spawn pretty soon, so let's be quick about this. Be very quick about this. We have to be quick. One more noise and then there's a warden. No, I'll keep that, I'll keep that. Okay. Give me your loot, We gotta fly out of here quick. Oh god, the warden, no. Okay, he's spawning. Wait. Oh, hey. Anyways, let's get out of here. I can't see that well, but that's okay. We'll have a golden apple, and everything's gonna be okay. I just have to fly away. So, here's the thing about ancient cities. Wardens are absolutely terrifying. However, as long as you keep your elytra equipped and make sure you have firework rockets on hand, you'll be okay. As long as you don't hit the warden, it will not have a scent trail on you, and it won't follow you as long as you are far enough away. So eventually these wardens will despawn, even though he can smell me when we get really close, and we should be a-okay. But we just have to make sure to avoid him. So let's collect all of the chests within here. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna be able to keep every single item, or else this is gonna get too crazy. So what I'm actually going to do is only keep items sort of specific to ancient cities. We'll see how many echo shards we can get, how many disc fragments we can get, and since diamond hose are also some unique loot from cities, we'll keep that, as well as all the enchantment books that are Swift Sneak 3. Everything else is pretty much gonna have to go, or else we're just not gonna have room for all of this. I also don't really need any of the other items, so we can just expect that we'll get a few hundred of those. Sucks kind of wasting these items, but I just don't need them. I may change my mind on the loot I keep later, but for now, I think this is a good route to go. So here's our collection from the first ancient city. There's tons of cat music discs, but I just don't need them. But yeah, this is pretty good loot, and these are pretty much the things I will collect, and I've decided I'm gonna collect pants too, just to see how much pants I can get. So we have one ancient city down, and 99 more to go.
2,000 years later.
Alright, we are back at my house because we have officially raided 6 ancient cities. So, after just 6, this is the loot we have. We have officially filled up just about 4 shulker boxes. This one's only a little bit filled, but we have a ton of really good loot. And we are never going to need to get pants or any hose ever again. The time it took to raid these 6 ancient cities was about 2.5 hours, and you can check that out actually on the live stream tab of my channel. I knew this project would take a long time, so to get some content out, I'm trying to live stream a lot of the raiding, and that way you guys know I did it in the background. I figured this project was gonna take a long time, so I'm streaming most of the ancient cities I raid. It's a nice way for me to get some content out in the time I don't have anything to upload because this video is going to take probably a few hundred hours. It may have only taken a few hours to raid those 6 ancient cities, but as we raid more and more, it's only going to get farther and farther away from our base. And so I think it's finally time for us to set up some sort of nether portal system on the nether roof, and that way we can travel easier. Basically, we create a nether portal, raid all the ancient cities in the area, create another one a few thousand blocks away, rinse and repeat until we're finished with this entire project. And then every once in a while, I will have to come back here to restock up on supplies. Thankfully, we aren't really using much food, but in terms of the firework rockets, we are going through them like crazy. I'm doing a very thorough job at trying to raid these ancient cities, and I end up using about an entire stack of rockets for one ancient city. So I guess, it's time to keep raiding. This is gonna take a long time. Please pray for me. So, to make raiding ancient cities a little bit more fun, I actually invented a new game we can play. So, the game I invented is called Bonk the Big Boy, and here's how it works. Basically, ancient cities are small enough that wardens will follow you throughout the entire thing, even if you have an elytra and are flying. So here's what you do. You get nice and close to the warden, give the warden a nice chance to, you know, smell you get close to you. You pause your game, and you give yourself just enough time to smack the warden, and then fly away! You fly away really quickly, and use a totem. This isn't a joke. If you've been watching the live streams, I've been doing this during the live streams, just to make it so that the stakes are a little bit higher when raiding these things. It basically just helps to keep me on my toes, so I have something to do while flying around these big ancient cities. But the warden will follow you around, and it'll follow you for a long time. It gets closer, and closer, and closer, but thankfully he's close enough that I can now go to the other side of the ancient city and grab these chests. Okay, so we've officially set up our little nether station, and we have our loot from raiding 15 ancient cities. And I've definitely got way more hose than any other Minecraft YouTuber. And pants, maybe. But besides that, we also have a ton of enchanting books, a ton of name tags, leads. I have everything categorized here with the echo shards, amethyst shards, and disc fragments. And then here we have our music discs and our skeleton skulls. So the next step is to create another portal, probably a few hundred blocks away. Let me choose a direction. Let's go west. Let's go straight from these chests. We'll go a few hundred blocks straight. We'll build another portal, and then we'll raid all the ancient cities within a few thousand blocks of that area and keep repeating the process. We have reached a fantastic milestone. We have officially raided 50 ancient cities. This project is honestly taking a lot longer than I thought, but it's worth it. At first, it was pretty easy to get in 3 or 4 an hour, but as we're having to travel farther and farther, and now that I'm tens of thousands of blocks away from my base, it's taking a really long time. It's time to restock up on some stuff though. But we've got a lot more raiding to do, so let's get on it. Well, everyone, it is finally official. After 2 full weeks and 45 hours of my life dedicated to raiding ancient cities, we have officially raided 99 ancient cities. We have spawned thousands of wardens, collected stacks of enchanted golden apples, and it is finally time to raid our final ancient city. Through doing this big project, I've actually learned something pretty interesting. What I've learned is that ancient cities are actually extremely easy to raid, and the warden is not as big of a threat as everyone thinks it is. You can pretty much just go through ancient cities willy-nilly and not worry about spawning a warden because, you know, even if you get really close to a warden, it's not going to kill you. We can even get close, we can say hello, we can let him sniff us, I can hit him, have him on our trail, and I can fly away. Now, I obviously wouldn't recommend being intentionally stupid and spawning the warden, but if you do, it's not a big deal. The warden will follow you around for a few minutes, but after a while, it'll stop chasing you. The warden can— oh, a spawner. The warden can do a lot of damage, but again, as long as you play your cards right, you'll be okay. Let's make sure I have an exit out of here. But yeah, honestly, as long as you keep firework rockets on your body, you'll be okay, and the warden is not really gonna get you. Honestly, the only difficult part about this challenge was just the sheer amount of times I had to go into chunk base and look for ancient cities, but thankfully most of it was done on stream, and you guys kept me good company. Speaking of, as we take on more big build projects, I'm probably gonna do a lot of the background work off stream, and so if you guys ever want to join me, make sure to subscribe to the channel with the bell icon. You're the warden close by, but I think we've got time to get our bearings. Oh, maybe not. I want to make sure I get every single chest in this ancient city, since it is officially our 100th ancient city, which is actually kind of crazy. Okay, I've flown through here a few times, and I think we have officially collected every single chest inside of this ancient city. Keep exploring just a little bit more to make sure. I think the most important thing to keep in mind when raiding ancient cities is just to keep moving. You know, you're going to spawn wardens, but you can just fly around. A lot of people recommended I build a redstone device and a chunk loader to make it so that wardens can't bother me. Pretty much makes it so that they can't spawn. But honestly, that takes some of the fun out of this challenge, and I don't seem to really struggle that much with keeping wardens off my tail. Even if it's pitch black, you know, just fly, keep close to the ceiling, and you'll probably be okay. Okay, I have definitely acquired all of the loot from this ancient city, so I think it is now time to go back to our little nether base, and, I'm stupid. But yeah, I think it's time to go back to our nether base and do a recap of all the loot we got from raiding 100 ancient cities. Alrighty, so let's head to our little nether hub and see what our loot is looking like. Alright. Here we have it. Here is officially all of our loot from raiding 100 ancient cities. So honestly, this is pretty insane because we got a lot more than I thought. We have nearly 6 full double chests of hose. I think I officially have more hose than any other Minecraft YouTuber. But we all knew that. Besides that, we also have nearly 6 full double chests of pants. So I'm definitely never going to need pants ever again. The thing that surprised me the most is the amount of enchantment books we have. Out of these enchantment books we're looking at here, most of them are only Swift Sneak 3 and Swift Sneak 2 books. I tried to mostly get Swift Sneak 3, but if we look through, a few of them aren't Swift Sneak 3, and you know, half the enchantment books I threw out, so we got a ton. Next, we have our name tags, where we got about 3.5 stacks, and our leads, where we got about 4.25 stacks. Next, I originally tried to keep echo shards, amethyst shards, and disc fragments organized, but once we started to get a lot, I realized that that wasn't really an option. So we have a ton of these. And then finally, we have our music discs, which we got a lot of, but this final chest is a special one, because not only does it have our music discs, but it has the skeleton skulls, and all of the golden apples and enchanted golden apples we got. The funny thing about ancient cities is it's much easier to get enchanted golden apples than it is to get normal golden apples. You only occasionally find normal golden apples in the front chest in front of the warden statue, but enchanted golden apples I would usually get anywhere from 2 to 5 per ancient city. So with our 3.5 stacks of enchanted golden apples, I'll probably keep a stack on me at all times. We also have to keep in mind that I did have a few close calls with wardens, which means that I actually ate a few of these already. So all in all, after raiding 100 ancient cities, I think I am officially one of the richest Minecraft YouTubers. But I don't know. If you guys know anyone that has any more hose than I do, honestly, let me know down in the comments below. because I don't believe it. You will most likely never catch me raiding an ancient city ever again in this world, at least not for a long time. And I really don't have any place to store all of my loot, so I guess it's just gonna stay in the nether for now. But hopefully we'll build some sort of storage system fairly soon. Well, what should I spend 50 hours raiding 100 of next? Let me know down in the comments below. Jokes aside, that is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, please really consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. This video took a super long time and a tremendous amount of time to work, so I really hope you truly did enjoy. But that's all for today's episode. My name is JWhisp, and I'll see you guys in the next video.